And Lake Creek's going to receive to start the game. So it'll be the Lions start things off on offense. Get things going away here on KPRC Big Game coverage brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. As Donald mentioned, a couple keys to victory is going to be which team is going to be able to get the passing game going and who's going to dominate the run game. Both teams like to run a 3-3-5 defense, 11 personnel on offense. As you can hear the student section for
last season, this was a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
So, as you can tell, there's already a lot of energy going on down here in the stands, and there's not many people down here.
Yeah.
And it's already coming around.
Yeah, that's the student section. They're always ready to go.
Diego, your good shot there. You're going to be leg gate right now. Hold that shot from your Axel. Axel, you're going to go head in.
Wait for the Elkins to kick the ball off
Hold back up.
to Lake Creek.
Actually, Diego, I want you to go over that and kick the receiver. Return man on the 10. Get back to the return man on the 10. Axel, Diego, don't move. Axel, pull the camera out. Camera 1, back up out. Pan out, camera 1, and go left. Give me the return man on the 10.
As we kick off for week 2 of high school football.
Cut at the 8-yard line.
Diego, where you at, buddy? I need you.
Ross up the middle is stopped at the 39-yard line. A great return by Ross. He's also a quarterback.
Yeah, that was Elijah.
You're going to be
That was Arden.
What about the 40-yard line? Camera 2, don't move. Camera 2, hold it up. Diego, right now, camera 1.
Yeah, I do apologize to Elijah for his last name. That was Arden, the senior, with the nice return up the middle. As Elkins, Lake Creek, we're going to start off at the 40-yard line. Little personnel, spread formation. Take stop. And it's going to go up the field, and it's caught. Sam Lee goes down at the 15-yard line, and just like that, they open up with the pass again. Nice pass there for Eli Marcos.
All right, now we're flipping. Axel, camera 2. You are my game cam. Adjust the game right now. Adjust the game cam. Camera 2.
Nick.
Diego, you game. Diego, you game. Perfect. Coming into you. Camera 1.
Pass completion there.
Tighten in on the quarterback.
Offense.
You're on the quarterback. Camera 1.
Sends Aiden in motion. And as he dashes ahead for a few.
One, I want you to
Call it game 5.
get on number 4 and white camera 1. 4 and 1. There you go.
Again, Lake Creek, no hard offense, trips to the bottom of your screen. Send Lisa in motion. There's
Just like that, got a touchdown.
touchdown.
That was a very quick drive.
And you're right, Donna, that drive took exactly 50 seconds off the clock as Lake Creek got a break here. And what a drive. Look at just dragging the finish, reaching across the goalpost there into the end zone.
I'll have your replay in just a minute after the kick.
Here we are for the extra point. And the extra point is good. And here's a replay here by Tavon Byers. Following this blockers, just running over defenders.
I like the stretch that he had at the very end to make sure that he got that ball across. Expanding himself.
Definitely doing a good job expanding himself. You're watching KPRC Big Game coverage brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. Justice for the injured. back here at Hall Stadium. Lake Creeks up 7-0 early, Donald. And as you were saying, that was a very quick drive as an explosive pass play there by the Lions.
Yeah, I want to go back to Byers. He's only a junior. As a sophomore, he had last season he had 267 yards rushing with, check this out, get ready for this, 2,346 yards, wow, on a year. He averaged 8.8 yards per carry and had, ready?
Yeah.
Guess how many touchdowns he had last year?
I'm going to say 15 by those numbers.
37.
That is crazy.
Look for them to get the ball in his hands.
Definitely got to get the ball in his hands. Here's Elkins. They're going to try to answer, and that is fumbled at the snap. David Red starting at quarterback. He's a sophomore.
Right. Well, we've got him up loud so they can hear himself.
And that's not the way you want to start things off, Donald, after a big drive there by Lake Creek.
Oh, you really do not want to start like that. Looked like they were trying to go to a Wildcat formation right there. But instead, they lost 7 yards on that.
And that's going to make it for a 2nd and 17 here for the Elkins Knights. Snap it. Oh, intercepted
almost
there.
intercepted.
Tyron Peer extending for that one. As Ross Malachi, the senior quarterback, checks back in. And this defense very opportunistic. Last week had 3 interceptions. Also recovered a fumble with a total of 4 turnovers, Donald. If they could do that same thing here tonight, this game could get away quick.
I have both of them hard lined in. It's Drew Speedify and Connectify right now.
Here we are, 3rd and 17. Ross Spad, here's the swing pass, and that is just too far out of the reach of Brandon Renfro. And a quick 3 and out here for Elkins, the Knights.
That is not what Elkins wants. After giving up a quick drive to Lake Creek, three plays and they were in the end zone.
Right.
I mean, they had 61 yards on that drive, and now Elkins says down 7. That's not how they want to start right there.
Yeah, Elkins definitely struggled to come things out. It looked like they had a guy late running on the field. It's going to cause for an early timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching KPRC Big Game coverage brought to you by Daspit Law Firm, where justice for the end.
I'm going to run it right now. Hang on.
As we're back, here's a punt. That's going to be fair
short punt
by Sam Lee.
I didn't understand you, Kevin. It's loud here. So what's your question?
10-19 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead by Lake Creek. Elkins
to the
defense
38.
back on the field, trying to make a big stop.
For Sam Lee, the senior receiver. So now he has 2 receptions for 49 yards rushing or receiving now. That is a very bad pass.
Yeah, Eli Marcos and Lake Creek going for the quick RPO. Some miscommunication there. Timing just off a bit there. Incomplete pass. It's going to make it for a 3rd and 6. As they get a call in from Brant Burcoin, the offensive coordinator of Lake Creek. Here we are. 2 wide receivers each side. 35. Good protection up front. He's going to dump it off to the running back, and he runs strong. Extended for the first down. Brock Miller.
I don't think they're going to give him that. They're calling him short.
Oh.
They're calling him out at 30.
Do they go for it? Tell you what, this has been a very clean pocket early on for Marcos. This offensive line has held up very well to start the game. But a big fourth down here. 4th and 1, trips down at the bottom. Not a strong side. They're going to hand it off to Tyron Byers. He's on barrel here for a first down.
I haven't done anything. I'm waiting for you to pull up whatever you wanted me to do. I did. I hit done. I did that. Just hit done on speakerphone.
Here we are. First and 10. Big first down picked up there by Lake Creek. It's an 8 in motion. And back to Byers. And he just runs behind his pass, still dragging defenders.
Oh, he's still going. Way to make a no gain into something.
Yeah.
Where's the crowd? Yeah, that crowd mic. That crowd mic is overpowering everything.
Here we are. And those
What a beautiful passing catch with Sam Lee. Wow, what a catch. He fully extended to get that.
What a catch. What a throw. Eli Marco, Sam Lee was at the 3rd reception of the night. And again, this tempo offense keeping Elkins off balance. And they're going to hand it off to the running back and then walks into the end zone.
Another touchdown. That's his 5th touchdown on the season.
Wow.
I believe so. Yeah, that's his 5th touchdown on the season.
5th touchdown.
Oh, they just went for 2.
And that was so quick. He was both.
I didn't even realize that they were going for 2.
And their hurry-up offense is too quick for us as well. They can make it 15-0 here early in the first quarter. Lake Creek coming out hot.
Yeah, talking about coming in and making a statement. They sure are making a statement tonight. They're able to get the run game going. They're able to get the passing game going. Elkins cannot stop them at all.
And Donald, early on in the pregame, he was talking about which team's going to be able to get the passing game going. But so far for Lake Creek, it's been about Eli Marcos and Sam Lee with that great chemistry and connection they have going in the first 2 drives.
Oh, yeah, and also Byers.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He is looking like a tank down there. They just got to run it down. If they just run it down the middle, they're going to tire out that defense because you could tell they're just having a hard time just tackling them.
Yeah.
They cannot wrap them up at all.
Good job at all 3 phases of the game here to start off with Lake Creek. The game, running game, offensive line dominating, defense, quick 3 now. We are back to kick it off to Elkins. See if they can answer.
That is not – he shanked that. No, he kept that in. Oh, what a great move. Oh, he's down the sideline. He's still going, dragging guys. Looks like he is knocked out around the 33-yard line. Great return by Elkins, number 16.
Braylon Day.
A senior.
Outside. Donald, it's a big drive here for Elkins. You don't want to go down any further, and you definitely don't want to go 3 and out again. So lights come on here. Drop back, and that is too far, way over the head of the intended wide receiver.
Looks like they have. Let's see, what number is that?
David Red in the quarterback. And And Donald, I know stuff, for a quarterback to get in rhythm with a 2-quarterback system. That has to be very tough for these quarterbacks to find their pace in the game.
It really is because, he's just overthrowing right there. You need to give it some touch.
His touch is just a little bit off. Normally comes in for the Wildcat offense. Last week, he had a big run against Bear Lair coming in, running the quick quarterback power. But so far, 2 quick pass attempts, and they've both been incomplete.
Yeah, they're trying to drop it in for a corner route. Trying to get that slot receiver going and make a corner route and try to get it over the shoulder. Well, looks like the defense is playing banjo, and it is not working.
And just
that banjo defense.
As that banjo defense works there, Gerard Colazza trips up David Red there for a minimal gain of 1 and another 3 and out here, Donald.
Yeah, Elkins is up to -6 yards. That kind of sounds bad to say, but, at least they got some positivity right there. Like, last drive they had -6 or -7, and they gained a yard. So they made strides, but they need to make bigger strides. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to figure something out. They need to go back to the drawing board to figure out how to stop this running game of Lake Creek. They're going to have to figure out how to stop this passing game. They need to figure out how to get the running game going, the passing game going. Last week Elkins was able to run the ball, but maybe instead of keep trying to pass the ball, get the ball on the ground, first down.
That's right.
Run the ball, get you some yards. But I think I've only seen them run 1 rush. They only have 1 rush on the game so far.
So far, 1 rush attempt. They take a delay of game penalty.
Almost blocked. Line drive kick. Caught by Sam Lee. Reverses.
He's palming the football.
Down the sideline. Looks like he steps out around the 45-yard line. Their own 45. Another great fielding position for Lake Creek.
Yeah, Lake Creek, they're coming out, and they are on fire right now. 2 3-and-outs, 2 quick scores, as they look to make this a 3-score game here early on in the first quarter.
And we still have just over 6 minutes left in this quarter, and they're completely controlling this game. They have completely dominated on both sides of the ball.
Completely dominance. Here we are, 1st and 10 at the 45. Going to look again to the left side. That is another reception for Sam Lee, as they probably got to rotate some coverage to that side, Donald.
I'm having a feeling that's Eli's go-to guy.
Yeah.
they probably, over the summer, during 2 days and practice, we got a reverse going.
And he has a chance to make something.
He got caught up by the ankles. A gain of 2 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3. But, a lot of these quarterbacks, they meet during the summer with the receivers, to, get that camaraderie going and stuff. That way they can learn each other's speed and how they put the touch on the ball and how hard they throw. Wide open in the flat. And he's down the sideline.
Peyton Trump.
Wow.
Making it happen.
What a run by Trummel. What is that? A sophomore. He's a sophomore tight end.
Wow. This is a young up-and-coming squad here in Lake Creek as they have trips at the bottom. Hurry up offense. Eli Marcos is going to hand this off. And he's going to cut back to the left side. He's up to the sideline. Touchdown.
That is 3rd rushing touchdown on the day.
Tyvon Byers. Again, 3rd touchdown of the night. And just like that, you know what we do in Madden in this situation, Donald? We passing the sticks. It's 21-0.
Oh, yeah. Now, if they keep this going, when is the coaches going to start taking them out?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 21-0 right now, and you still have just under 5 minutes. Oh, what a stutter.
Yo, he still made
And he still made it.
Now, that is, even when things don't go your way, they still go your way.
Yeah.
It's just a Lions night.
Looks like it might be an offsides call. Yeah, offsides on the defense. It's going to be a declined.
I'll turn that up a little bit. And just like that, 22-0 ball game, you're watching KPRC Big Game coverage, brought to you by Daspit Live Farm. As we're back here on KPRC Big Game coverage, brought to you by Daspit Law Firm, and Lake Creek out to a 22-0 start over Elkins. This is going to be
Short kickoff. Caught on the 8-yard line. And what a return.
That is a one positive for Elkins to start things off. Has been a return game. And I think that's action number 18, Caldwell Jordan. Just, that 6'8" could be kind of tough to see from the skybox.
Yeah, we are also way up here at the very top. I'm sitting here like, man, I need to start remembering to grab my glasses.
Here we are, spread offense. 2 wide receivers each side of the football. It's going to drop back, and just like Don said, they're going to hand this one off up the middle, but minimal gain, but still positive yardage there, and they get an opportunity to stay ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. Like, you see that one thing is not going your way. Obviously, the passing game is not going their way at all. First down, you don't need to pass the ball on first down. Just run the ball. Get you some yards.
That's right.
That way you're not facing a, second down and 10. You're getting some positive yards.
That's Brandon Renfro with a gain of 3 on that carry. They're going to hand it back off to Renfro. Makes the guy miss, and he is tripped up right at the 28-yard line, 32-yard line by a pack of Lions.
Man, Wyatt Davis came up from that safety position and made sure that he's not going to get that inside or outside leverage on him and completely stopped him. I'm sorry, corner position.
Yeah, this Lions defense has been very impressive to start the year, as right now the Knights facing another third down here, and it is 3rd and 8. Trips at the bottom of your screen, running back on the strong side.
Yes, hold on.
And
Looks like they're flipping the play right here.
Motion to the hash mark, and
Oh, that could have been pass interference on the defense, number 33.
yeah, it looked like he got that just a tad bit early.
Yeah, that would have been Blake Howard on the
It's got 9. It's 8, but it's supposed to be just reading as a 9.
deflecting that pass.
Yeah.
But it looked like he had him wrapped up as well.
Yeah.
What says to go?
You got to be careful with that. That would have been an automatic first down.
Yeah, and that could have been all the momentum this Elkins team need to get things going. And just like that, Donald, another 3 and out here for the Knights. Low punt.
Oh, that was a lot better punt. Right up the middle, Sam Lee makes one cut, gets caught up by his ankles, and down. Looks like they're calling him down at the 46 instead of at the 49.
Yeah, I'm with you, Donald. Look like he got to the 49, but they're going to call him down at the 46.
Yeah, I mean, he got tripped up, but I mean he was still up in the air and actually went down at the 49. The ball should not be on the 46.
That's where we're going to spot it. They're going to mark it to the hash mark close to the press box. As Lake Creek going to come out again, 4 wide receivers, tight end in the slot. In the backfield, line up to the left, Tyvon Byers. Quick
Screen pass. Oh, he just dropped that one. See, Lake Creek can't afford to come out, throw the ball on first down.
Yeah.
They get it incomplete. They're like, oh, well, we still got 2 more. We got this. We could turn around and run it down your throat or pass it. We're still going to get this first down.
80-yard trips to the left. And a
What
quick
a fake.
quarterback fake.
Right up the middle. There goes Eli Marcos with a nice run.
And
the ball is now down. Looks like it's going to be on the 33-yard line. What a run by the quarterback, Eli Marcos. Eli Marcos is only a junior. So he still has another year, and he's looking pretty good.
And who else is looking good right here is Tyvon Byers dashing ahead, getting up a gain of 9 there.
I'll tell you what, this Lake Creek offense is going to be scary next year.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have Eli Marcos coming back. You're going to have Tyvon Byers coming back. Those are 2 big players for them.
Some of his offensive line come back as well. Here we are, 2nd and 1, looks left, and he's going to dump it down to his tight end. Makes a guy miss.
What
gets
a
field.
Nice bubble right there. That's Elijah. I don't know. Nazarudin, yeah, probably. Another first down by Lake Creek. They got the ball on the 12-yard line. They're just driving the ball. They're having their way with this Elkins defense.
Definitely having it where his Tyson.
Here's another. Wow, what a juke by.
And he is just dragging guys all the way inside the 10-yard line.
See, guys like this, you want to square them up and get low. Get low, square them up, drop your hips, get that head up, and run through them.
That's right.
That's the only way you're going to be able to tackle running backs like this. You got to wrap them up, and you got to hit through them.
And he's going to pull Eli all the way to the pylon and touchdown, Lions.
Even with that corner blitz coming off the outside edge right there, he was able to fake out that corner, act like he's giving the ball to Byers, sees the corner coming in on the blitz, tucks that ball, and goes on the outside for a touchdown. What a great play.
Yeah, definitely a great play there by Eli Marcos, and an opportunity to make it 29-0 here in the first quarter. As the Lions try the extra point, and it is good. 29-0 in the first quarter. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. And welcome back here to KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. As the Lions get ready to kick this one off, so far this defense has forced 3 3-and-outs. See if they can make it 4 here on the following drive.
Oh, man, he just tripped himself up. But we do have some, we have a marker down.
Want to see what the call is here?
Usually on something like this, it's going to be a holding on the returning team. So Instead of having the ball on the 20-yard line, it looks like they might have it on the 10. Let's see what this call is going to be. Little long conversation down there with the refs. Ah, it looks like they're moving it up. Yep, holding on the receiving team.
Definitely a holding.
That's going to back them up. Man, they cannot catch a break today.
Nah, it's been a tough night here for Elkins as they are just in a complete struggle against this Lake Creek offense. They definitely have them rattled. It is complete opposite of what happened to them last week against Bel Air, going up 53-7. And right now, they got to get that game out of their mind. They're against a very good opponent, and they got to wake up.
This is not the same team from last season. Last season, this was a very close game.
Yeah, definitely a close game indeed. As another penalty here against the Knights is going to set them back even more to start this drive.
That's what I was just about to dump.
Yeah, last season,
Now it's right there.
Lake Creek still pulled it out, though. But it was a very high-scoring game, 54-42.
Over 96 points scored in that game. As tonight it's a 96 scored by one team this time.
Yeah, I mean they're on set to actually they're on set to score 96.
Here we are, 1st and 15, deep in their own end zone.
Did you hear about the high school that scored points in the first week? This is a play that they need right here.
Definitely
Great run. Number 3.
Field. That's Michael. The third that Elkins tried tonight.
Right here.
And time on the field. And it's going to be in the first. Lake Creek night. You're watching PRC by that. Coming up, and that's going to be
that's going to be a wild game. Like you said, I went to Katy. I was part of the 07 state team with Bill Levi Mitchell, on a big-time running back, Andre Dean.
Yep.
Also runs his own football camp out of Katy High School, the Dean 1 camp. So if you have a son that plays football and that's a running back, look up Andre Dean with the Dean 1 camp. Check him out. Get your son registered to get some lessons from a Texas Hall of Fame running back and a big-time running that played on the side of Andy Dalton as well.
Oh, wow. That was a national champion Katy Tiger football team back in 2007.
Oh, yeah, we won the national championship that year as well.
Yeah.
16-0. I mean, we blew out teams left and right. The state semifinal game, we won 66-21.
Complete dominance. That's probably one of the greatest teams in Texas football history. And we're glad that we have Donald, part of the broadcast, to share some of those stories. And we're back here, second quarter. Elkins are going to start things off, and they're going to start right where they left off, just getting drove back for a loss of 3 on that play.
Man, that is not what they – I mean, they had second and inches. Man, they just got knocked back. I mean, this is probably arguably their best drive. I mean, they haven't even crossed the 20-yard line yet, but, I mean, they're making progress.
Yeah. They're definitely –
It's their first drive where they have 3rd and short. You know, they're making those steps, but, okay, this is what we need to do. I mean, like I said earlier, where their first 2 drives, all they were doing is passing the ball. What they do earlier, they ran the ball. They started running the ball, and their drives were getting better and better. I mean, we got another punt going on, but, I mean, there's still something going on.
Definitely still something going on here for the Knights, as they are going to be punting again against this Lake Creek defense, who's so far been dominant to start the half. And if you're, Fort Bend Elkins right now, you just got to just put in your mind. Right now it's 0-0. Get the first quarter out your head. Start fresh, start new, come out new energy, and try to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I've been playing sports, baseball, softball, football for, 27 years now. Every single one of my coaches, and I also tell my team as well, every quarter at the beginning of every inning, it's not, 3-2, 3-1, or 28-0, 29-0 right now. At the beginning of every quarter, at the beginning of every inning, it's 0-0.
That's right.
Take that last quarter, get it out of your mind, start fresh, because, they made a score 29 on you, but you know what? If you get that out of your head, you could turn around and do it right back to them.
You could do it right back. As we seen last year in the AFC Divisional Playoff game, as the Chargers was up 27-0 against the Jaguars, and Trevor Lawrence made that miraculous comeback there in the AFC Wildcard Playoff game. But here we are, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, as Lake Creek's going to drop back. Here's Eli in a little trouble.
Oh, almost got sacked right there. Got out.
What a rock.
Wow.
Whoa, hold up.
Wow, what a catch on the sideline right there. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
What a catch, and what an impressive throw there by Eli. And I would say something. That's a Division I throw.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Division I throw. Escaped the pocket, felt pressure, and kept his eyes upfield and delivered a dart. But it looks like this one is coming back. This is coming back.
What's the call? Oh, no, they called it incomplete.
Wow.
That looked like he had a foot in bounds. I mean, that was a good throw by Eli Marcus to Brock Miller on the sideline after Eli was about to get sacked. And there goes their big boy right there, running right up the middle. They're going to have to get like 10 guys on him.
Yeah, they definitely got to make some adjustments to slow this offense down.
That's a different running back.
Yeah.
That's Elijah.
That's Elijah.
Nizy Rodden.
Nizy Rodden coming in at running back, and they're going to hand it off to him again. And
right out the middle again.
They are just dominating. Look at 7, just throwing the guy way over there at the top of your screen. And
you know what that reminds me of? The Blind Side.
That's right. That's right.
Speaking of the Blind Side, have you seen the new stuff that's going on?
Yeah, it's crazy.
With Michael Orr and the family?
That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Man, he's turned around and suing the family.
Yeah, he is. And that is crazy developments going on. As we're going to get another run here by Nazareth and up the middle. And that center and guard combo is just dominating up front for Lake Creek.
That A-gap, it looks like that A-gap is the gap to run in.
Yeah.
Right?
It's something they definitely seen on film. And you mentioned it earlier. So Tyven Byers, I don't know if he's done for the night, but he's taking a little rest here early on in the second quarter.
I mean, as you tell, they could afford to, sit him down.
Hold on a second. Guys, when I do this, how is this? Y'all hear better with that?
Yeah.
Is that helping you hear in your headphones? Yeah. Okay. That's as high as I can do that? That sounds better? All right.
As they're going to quick snap this one, and he's going to be stopped just short. He's going to be stopped just short of the touchdown there.
Guys, camera work, you're doing a great job.
No, they're going to give it to him. They're going to say touchdown for Lake Creek. Elijah Narian punches it in, and it is 35-0 here.
Man, this game is going to be scary. I mean, the rushing game for Lake Creek was their go-to last year. They had almost 4,300 yards rushing on the season.
That is
with 62 rushing touchdowns. That's scary.
That's dominant.
That's just complete dominance. Their passing, they still had good passing, just north of 2,100 yards. Yeah, and you can see it right there. Byers was just chilling on the bench with his helmet off. I mean, like I said earlier, when are they going to start taking the seniors out?
Yeah.
Or not the seniors, the starters.
Yeah.
When you're showing complete dominance, and I think they've only given up one first down
on a penalty.
And it's not even halftime, and it's 36-0, and obviously your defense is not going to give Elkins anything at all.
And Donald, me and you both play defense. As a defender, we don't want to come out right now. We're trying to pitch a shutout.
Oh, nah. Honestly, you know what that makes me want to do?
Yeah.
That makes me want to go back on the field and knock somebody's helmet off.
I got to fire it up.
Man, I'm not going to lie. I remember we were playing Klein Oak, and oh, my God, we only gave up 42 yards in the whole game.
Oh, yeah, I had them mad.
Yeah, it was no, we gave up 45 yards, and the score was 42-0.
Man.
First game, our very opening kickoff to the season.
Yeah.
Trent Hunter, which was one of our safeties as well, got a full ride scholarship to Texas A&M. Runs a kickoff back 100 yards for a touchdown to open the season.
You knew the season was going to be magical.
Oh, yeah. And then the play that I remember very well in that game was when I went in on defense. I was a cornerback.
Right.
And they ran the ball to my side. I was playing on the left side, and I came up, and I had the fullback coming at me. Oh, my God, that fullback was big. I just came up, dropped down, stabbed, and took the fullback out.
Oh, yeah.
And that helped my safety to come up, get that outside leverage, because I got that outside leverage as well. So that that running back had to come back inside.
Yeah.
And
easy
peasy right there.
As Michael Holmes tried to get some yardage there, but he was held to a stop at the line of scrimmage. And so far, this defense has been completely stout. You know, they run a 3-3-5 stack defense, had that safety in the rover position, and it's causing Elkins all types of problems.
Oh, look at that blitz right there. That's the best throw of the night.
Yeah, he didn't turn around.
Yeah, there's that penalty flag right there. Ooh.
As we have a flag on the play, as you can see the graphic on the screen there, shout out to our production team getting it going.
Oh, he messed it up.
Because I hit the table. I hit the table and this thing went there as I went to score because it's reading off that.
Yeah, our production team has been working on getting that score.
They're doing a great job working feverishly behind the ones and twos, and shout out to our camera people as well. He's providing all these great shots for you. Again, this is KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. And that's a big 1st and 10 there. First and 10 here for Elkins.
This is their best fielding position all game. Got the ball in the 40. They finally got past 20-yard line. So that's good news for them. Got a little dump off. Oh, what a hit. What a hit by number 34. Man.
That's Kyle Burton.
Kyle Burton, man. Put a hit on Brandon Renfro. Our production, our producer over here, man, he is excited.
Yeah,
he's been working really hard to get the score going on, getting the graphics. Oh man, you can hear those cars racing out there. I just heard.
Oh yeah. As we're here in Missouri City, Texas, at beautiful Hall Stadium, and this is a good
wide
wheel
open.
route.
Oh, he caught that. There he goes. Down at the, was that the 37-yard line?
Yeah, down at 37-yard line. And that is the first explosive play here to start for the Elkins Knights. And maybe this is the momentum you need to get some type of positive momentum going moving forward.
Now, if he was able to guide that receiver more, instead of allowing the receiver to come back for the ball, he would have been down the sideline in for a touchdown. What a move. What a move. Minimal game, but, man, Brandon Renfro made a good move to get that first miss. And it also looks like Leighton Scott might be a little hurt down there.
Yeah, he was definitely a little slow to get up there. Look like he's going to walk it off. And this is the type of drive that Elkins needs to get their, to get their momentum back, to get their minds back, to believe that they could play with Lake Creek.
I'm starting to wondering, does Elkins have a true quarterback?
Yeah, it's been, change the quarterback every drive here. And that is tough for any team to get any type of rhythm going.
Yeah, that's David Redd out there. David Redd is only a sophomore.
Yeah, we've seen a couple.
So David Redd has a lot of growing to do.
Yeah.
To be a sophomore and starting, on the varsity team.
And welcome back here to KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. As I'm Gentry Williams, Donald Burrsell here in the second quarter. As it has been all Lake Creek to start the game so far, Donald.
I think that's an understatement. I mean, the score says it is. In the stat book. Elkins is starting to get a drive going.
Yeah.
But is it too late?
I just seen T-Mac 13 points in 35 seconds, so it's never too late.
Hey, Big Ben did that against the Texans. I remember that game. I was mad.
Oh, yeah. The Texans made me mad a couple times.
But also, look at what the Chiefs did against the Texans in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Deshaun Watson got that team going and, had a big lead.
Yeah.
And they blow that game in a game that a lot of Houstonians do not like. Houstonians my age or a little bit generation older than me don't like to typically talk about the 92 Oilers against the Bills. That's a game we don't really like to talk about. But, it was a score differential like this, or actually I think it was a little bit worse. The Bills came back and won that game.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest letdowns in Houston sports history. Or we can bring up the number 27 in Game 6 against Golden State. Game 7 when the Rockets missed 27 straight three-pointers.
Oh, look, man.
It's been many of those moments here in Houston sports. So
look, I mean, let's be honest, man. Like when it came to the playoffs with James Harden and Chris Paul,
Yeah.
man, they had a squad.
That was a good team.
But you knew, like, you could tell when they were playing Golden State, when they were playing the Lakers, the refs did not want the Rockets to win at all. You could see it, like all the bad calls and like no fouls being called on the Rockets or being called on the Lakers or Golden State, but they're being called on the Rockets.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell that it was going to be one-sided, and the Rockets were going to go home.
Yeah, definitely tells it's going to be one side. We have a one-sided game here so far. Lake Creek, 2nd and 4. Big gain there by, Tyvon Byers. He's going to get it again up the middle, and the turf monster got him.
Oh, it looked like
maybe the umpire.
Yeah, I think that umpire got him.
Umpire say, because I got you. I can play a little defense. It's got to be 12-11. Y'all need some help. As Elkins doing all they can, and these athletes out here fighting hard, but right now they're in a bit of a struggle against Lake Creek.
The one good thing about tonight's game is they don't have to battle this heat that we've been having lately. I mean, it's felt great all day. I mean, the view was just great all day today.
You're going to see the turf monster and the umpire right here. Check this replay out. Here's Tyron. Gets the umpire. Say, I got you. Yeah. Shout out to the production team. Is going to make a quick pass here. Makes the guy miss.
What a move.
Staying on his feet. Finally goes down after picking up the first down. That is Sam Lee with another reception.
That's definitely his go-to receiver right there.
And Sam Lee.
That connection right there reminds me of Wayne and Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
Yes, Harrison. My bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. They had both of those guys Hall of Fame receivers.
Oh yeah.
He dashes forward for a gain of 9. Another big time gain there for Elijah Nazarden. And
I don't know if it's just me, but does Sam Lee kind of remind you of a young Wes Welker?
Yes. He does kick return, punt return, very explosive athlete. Speaking of Sam Lee, he's looking his way, and he's going to go up top.
Oh!
That would have been spectacular.
I think if he would have just held the ball, instead of like letting it go like it's hot potato, I think that would have been a touchdown. It looked like he got his feet in, but if he would have kept possession of that ball instead of playing hot potato, let's take a look right here.
As he rolls out left, throwing across his body, that's a dart.
And I think he would have been in right there.
This replay brought to you by KPRC TSP.
Bounce it back outside, going down the sideline, tackled at the 12-yard line. Man, Byers is having one heck of a game.
Yeah, Byers having a heck of a game, but we got a little laundry on the field here, Donald. This one might be coming back.
Yeah, behind the play, man. This is probably going to be holding on the receiver. Because, I mean, look where the marker is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, going from 3rd and 1. Oh, no, face mask on the defense.
Wow.
Man.
And it's not like the Lions needed any more help.
No. Not at all.
As they're going to get even more yardage after that great run by Tyvon Byers. And they're going to be in first and goal situation, knocking on the door of scoring 40 points here in the first half.
Man, this is crazy. I honestly thought this was going to be a better game before we started, but obviously I was wrong. And I mean, that's Byers' 4th touchdown. He has 7 on the year already. He had 37 last year. How many is he going to have? He's only a junior.
Hey, he's looking at that record. That's what he's going for.
Well, he's going to obliterate that record. I mean, imagine him coming in from his senior year.
Oh, man, he's going to be a problem.
Oh, man. He's going to be a top prospect.
Yeah, definitely top prospect. Definitely see some scouts coming down here to get their eyes on Tavon Byers, and it is good as we had a replay here for Byers just marching his way, 4th touchdown of the game, 7th touchdown a year.
Man, he's just lowering his shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him
running behind his pads and just runs over 2 defenders at the end. Like, yeah, it's too easy. And 43-0, 2:54 to go here in the second quarter. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. And we're back here on KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. And Lake Creek, 43-0, 2:54 to go here in the second quarter. And look to, again, try to get a 3 and now get the ball back. Maybe 50 here in the first half?
I could promise that. I mean, if you really look at it, Elkins' last drive, that's the longest they had the ball, and it still really was not that long.
Yeah.
And we got a touchback right here, so the ball's going to come out.
Yeah, the ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line here for Elkins. And see if they can draw some explosive plays. Again, coming back in at quarterback for the Knights, you're going to have David Red.
Lake Creek has a pretty nice kicker.
Yeah.
He's a senior this year, so.
As Elkins trips up top, David's going to run a speed option. Makes a cut.
He's
Has some
going
green in
down
front
the
of him.
sideline. Oh.
And he is just picked up.
Oh, Tyron
body.
here just, oh my God, just put a hit on Brandon Renfro. Let's see if we get a replay on that one. Let's take a look at this. Brandon Renfro gets the pitch, runs down the sideline.
Hello.
Boom. Hello. Tyron Pierre just lowers his shoulder and runs through Brandon Renfro.
There's a better angle.
And let's get this look at right here. Boom. Makes 2 defenders miss. Then gets met. Boom.
And that's what you're talking about, lowering their shoulder, squaring up, and running through the defenders. That is thrown behind the intended receiver there on the first and 10.
I was wondering who he was trying to throw it to because he had 2 guys running a dig route.
All right.
And it looks like we're going to have an injury right here. That's number 84 for Elkins. That's Ethan Rem.
And we're back here at KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. As Elkins right now at the 43-yard line looking to turn things around, and here's Day.
And they are getting something going. That was a good block by Elkins.
Yeah, But shout out to Gerald Kaluta, just completely destroyed the guard pulling and blew that play up from the start. As we're going to have a timeout on the field, and that's going to be a timeout for Lake Creek. And we're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Daspit Law. And we're back here on KPRC Big Game Coverage. As right now, Elkins, they're doing all that they possibly can to make this game, as they're fighting hard against a very good Lake Creek team.
Here's a pass. Caught. Oh, no. Did he drop it? Oh, man. That would have been a first down right at the sticks.
Yeah.
They needed that. And they are putting a workload on David Red.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine coming in, second game of the season, sophomore, starting on varsity, and they're basically putting the game on your shoulders. That's a lot of pressure as a sophomore.
That's a lot of pressure for a 14, 15-year-old kid. And, you know, he's going to get better. He's going to continue to grow and become a better football player from this. This is, you know, part of the learning curve that every player has to go through.
Got a punt off. Caught at the 31 by Sam Lee. Running down the sideline. And pushed out of bounds around the 48-yard line. Great return by Sam Lee with Lake Creek.
Yeah, Sam Lee has been so dynamic, so explosive to start the game. As right now, a minute 36 to go for Lake Creek. As we talked about it before they kicked it off, can they put up 50 before halftime? And they're going to attempt to do it here.
I mean, here's my thing.
Right.
Okay. It's almost halftime. Okay, you're winning 43-0. When is enough? Like, when are you going to start putting in your backups?
That's right.
Start putting your reserves in. Let them get some experience and all that stuff, because this is the time that you want to bring in your younger classmen or, players that don't get a lot of reps.
Yeah. Or, God forbid, player.
Oh, wait. Oh, what happened here? A penalty. It's Elkins. I'm guessing it was roughing the kicker. It's first down.
Yeah. First down,
Elkins. That would be 15 yards right there. That's what Elkins needed right there. They needed that break. Look for the sweep right there. That jet sweep. Oh, he got blown up.
Man.
Blown up for a -5 yards right there. Oh, he is down. Looks like we're going to have another injury time.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Let's take a look at this. Oh, he.
Good shot there. And we're gonna have it take an injury timeout. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Dasper Life Farm.
As you see, this week by big game coverage. Tomorrow night, tune in for Sharpstown versus Scarborough, starting off at 6:50. Then you have St. Thomas versus Lumberton, Westbury versus Austin, Crosby versus Marshall, Grand Oaks versus Dobie, and Big Spring versus North Shore.
And that North Shore team.
Yeah, they gave Woodlands the works. The Wisconsin quarterback commit for the Woodlands, he struggled in that game.
And here's another good game right here on Saturday. You got Wharton against Worthing. Then you got Dickinson versus Ridgepoint. Ridgepoint, they got a good squad. They also have a really good softball team too. I was very impressed by them. Then that follows up with Westfield and Hightower.
And as Hightower, they have the Texas A&M commit running back. His name slips in mind right now, but he was practicing on the other field here at the stadium, and he is one of the more electric running backs in the state of Texas. So tune in to that one as Westfield, again, another top team here in the Houston area. As it's going to set up a 2nd and 16 here for Elkins. 1:04 to go here in the first half. David Red in at quarterback. Back in motion, quickly throws it out.
Oh, he just dropped the ball. He just let that ball go.
Yeah.
Now, was that the smart idea? Knowing that you see two defenders running up on you full speed, about to lower their shoulders, was that the right idea to just drop it and be like, hey, I'm about to get hit?
Or you didn't want to take a loss, had the clock keep running. You know, you didn't want to lose a timeout. So, yeah, I'm with you, Donald. It's just smart there just to drop the ball.
Yeah. I think that was a good heads-up play by number 2, Brendan Renfro.
Yeah.
Just let that ball go. Just let it go. Drop it. Instead of taking another hit for a loss. We got 48 seconds left in the half. Looks like you got a false start. Oh, no, delay game. So that's going to bring the ball back. Instead of having the ball on Lake Creek's 48, Elkins going to have the ball back on their own 47-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 20. That's for a team that's just having a hard time getting it together like they did last week. They were great last week. I mean, they were rolling last week. This is a completely different team.
Yeah, it's a completely different team. From week 1 and week 2 is where you see most teams make the biggest improvements and jumps. And, they just get a very good opponent here in Lake Creek. As he's going to throw this one up in the air, and there's a fight for the football, and that's going to be incomplete.
That was almost picked off.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 4th down here.
Now, if you knew that there was only 39 seconds left in the half, even though you have a 4th and very long, would you punt the ball or would you try to go for it?
I probably
with 39 seconds. 39 seconds.
I will punt it because I just seen this offense throw a quick 45-yard pass play in the ball right here at the 47. I want to make them go as far as I possibly can. As well.
I mean, that just went backwards.
That's
and look, he just picked it up.
That sums up the night here.
Wyatt Davis just picked it up and got them better field cover. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be mindful, knowing how your punter is kicking. He's had a couple good punts. Booted it downfield, got the ball, inside the 20. Which is when you're a punter, you want those coffin corners. You want to get down the ball inside the 20, preferably inside the 10. That's great, but he's been kind of struggling a little bit kicking.
Yeah.
So you got to be mindful about that, and also clock. Knowing where the clock is at.
Look at
he's got all day throwing. Oh
man, you don't want to do that to your receiver.
Yeah, that was not a smart decision by Eli Marcus throwing the ball over the middle to Brock Miller. Just hangs that ball up. Brock Miller jumps, and he's lucky that safety just did not lower his shoulders.
Yeah. Could have been a dangerous situation there, but here we are, 2nd and 10, 20 seconds to go here in the first half, and they're going to look to put more points on the board here for the Lions.
In all honesty, if I was that safety,
and they connect, but he goes down quickly. Time is still ticking, 11.9 seconds.
if I was that safety on that last play, I would have honestly lowered my shoulders.
Yeah.
Because what that shows the Lake Creek offense is, you know what? Even though we are down, I'm not going to let this go easy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you this. I'm going to lower my shoulders and I'm going to hit you. Let's look at this last play right here.
Here's a reception here by Brock Miller going across.
Right up the middle. Great throw. Down. Just gets down. Looked like he's kind of stumbled. Here's another view right here.
Look at the pocket. Such a clean pocket, clean ball. And shout out to the offensive line of the Lions. I very rarely have seen Eli Marcos be pressured all night. He's had pretty much all day to throw. You know, Labor Day is coming up. He could pretty much barbecue back there if he wanted to. This offensive line has done a very good job of keeping him clean and giving him plenty of time to make his reads in the pocket.
I honestly think he's only been pressured twice.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you're right. Only 2 times. The rollout here to the left side and the rollout there to the right side. You're absolutely right there, Donald. And here's a quarterback keeper, and he's going to punch it in himself. Touchdown, Lake Creek. Eli Marcos with a rushing touchdown.
You know, you asked that question, are they going to put up 50 before the half? There's your answer.
Yeah, this is
I mean, and I honestly believe if Elkins, instead of punting that ball, if they would have just kept it themselves, and, you know, I mean, even if you ran it, passed it, whatever, I think the field position would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave them like an extra, let's take a look at this. He was playing for the pitch. That Elkins defender was playing for a pitch. But, I mean, Elkins gave them like an extra 10, 15 yards on that. So instead of having the ball at the 47, I mean, they started around almost around the 32-yard line. So, I mean, but, you know, now it comes down to sportsmanship.
That's right.
You know, you're beating a team, you know, pretty nicely. You know, start showing good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You know, just come out the next half. Do not put your starters in. If I was Lake Creek's coach, and I've said this about 2 or 3 times now, do not put those starters in.
Yeah.
I'll put your third strings. Put your third strings in.
Yeah, put some get some guys opportunity to, you know, get some varsity looks, get some good reps in. As you know, Don, they're up 50-0 here in the first half, and as you've seen there on your screen earlier, that was a quick shot of Eli Marcos. He's been magnificent tonight, throwing for touchdowns, rushing for touchdowns, but it's been a complete team effort here by Lake Creek, and they looking really dominant, looking like a playoff team here here tonight.
I mean, they were a playoff team last year.
Yeah.
They had a great season last year. Just, you know, came up short. Yeah, they got booted out in the quarterfinals last season against a good team, too. Let's take a look who that team was.
They're going to kick this one out. What a leg. He might get that through the uprights.
I mean, they also they kicked the ball off at the 45-yard line.
Alex Abbott showing the leg.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, they lost to Fort Bend Marshall 55-18.
There's no shame in losing to them. That's a really good football team.
Yeah, I mean, last season, and they had a great season last year. They went 12-1, 6-0 in district, put up 690 points. Now, Eli Marcos was a sophomore last year. He only had 230 yards passing as a sophomore.
Yeah, Eli Marcos, like you said, last year, 117 passing yards, 100 yards rushing. last week. And last year, 6 catches, 20 rush, 140 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And that's going to do it for the end of the first half. Lake Creek all over this one, 50-0 over Fort Bend Elkins. You're watching KPRC Big Game coverage brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. Justice for the injured. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, no, hold on. Highlights here.
And welcome back here to KPSO. Big game coverage brought to you by Basketball Farm. Justice fully injured. I'm Gentry around trying my dude. And man, the first half of the Creek got 50-0 over Elkins. And we're getting ready to start this one here in the second half. I'm really interested in what the Elkins coaches were discussing in the locker room. Continue what they're doing right now, up 50-0 over Elkins. And Elkins, the front and the first half, as they will receive the kickoff here and start things off in the third quarter. Big, I seen you talk to a couple coaches here, and we do have some big news.
Oh yeah. So I was talking to one of the Lake Creek High School's coaches. Actually found out that Sam Lee, one of the receivers, he's a senior receiver for this now. He committed to Arkansas for baseball. So he's a dual sport.
Yeah.
He's a dual sport. So I'm wondering, is he going to play football for Arkansas as well? And Arkansas,
That's an SEC program.
Man, if you know anything about SEC, oh my God, that's man.
That's as good as it gets. With Texas, Oklahoma coming in, and
oh man, I think they're gonna have a rude awakening because those SEC schools are no joke.
The same thing
That's
happened to A&M.
Oh man, that conference is no joke. And also, kind of find out when I was talking to the coaches, so this is Lake Creek's 6th season.
Yeah, that's It's a new program.
Yeah, they're
And they're a problem.
they're still fairly new. If you look at some of these other schools, like, I mean, look at Katy. They've been open for almost 100 years,
Yep.
or for over 100 years.
Yeah.
They won their first state game in, it was like 1893 or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even thought of.
But, you know, side note right here, I just end up looking up. Look at the moon.
It's red.
Oh, yeah, we got a red moon here. It looks pretty cool. Oh.
A
we
red
got-
moon in Elkins.
Oh, what a hit.
Waking
Had
up here in the second half.
had a pooch kick down to the 27-yard line, and that was returned by Elkins and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. I thought it was going to be a late hit because he was already going out of bounds, and it looked like he was out of bounds and then got hit again. So look for Elkins trying to get something going. I mean, like I said before, first down, don't put the ball in the air. Put the ball on the ground, run. You know, trying to gain some yards.
As we're gonna have a
And
change of
that's
quarterback.
exactly what they're going to do right here.
Here's Holmes.
Get it outside, gets 2 yards right there.
As Michael Holmes runs a quick quarterback spread out option here to the bottom of your screen. Donald said a gain of 2. Started that formation, trips right up top. And right now for Elkins, Donald, it's like you said, it's a 0-0 ball game. Got to forget about that first half. You got to come out here and try to make a statement on this first drive.
So one thing I was talking about earlier is what is Lake Creek going to do about their starters? You know, I mean, obviously they're going to win this game, but are they going to pull their starters? From the looks of it right now, they still have their starters in the game.
Yeah, you still see the starters in on the defensive side of the ball. And it's tough. As I said, Donald, me and you both play defense. When we're pitching a shutout and the coach is looking at the sideline, you're like, come on, coach. Let us get this goose egg.
Yeah.
You know, it means a lot to us. You know, we understand you want to show sportsmanship. At the same time, as a defense, to pitch a shutout, there's no better feeling.
Oh, yeah, very much so, especially when you don't give up. You know, when you have sub 100 yards that you give up, ooh, we got a hit. Looks like we got our first sack of the game.
Michael Holmes caught in
As
the
2
backfield
gets to the
by
backfield,
Jake
Gerard
Percy.
Kalata and Michael Holmes. Now, Michael Holmes, this
bring
is a
up
team
fourth
captain
down.
last year. Had 64 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, a sack, and 2 forced fumbles. On the career, 120 total tackles, and he one of the most explosive players in school history.
Let's take a look at this.
Reed Newkirk
Rolls right,
deep
then gets hit from
for the
behind.
Lions.
Says here he power cleans 350 pounds. That is straight strength.
Got a fair. Oh, he
Oh!
muffs it.
A different returner in the backfield. Some of the backups you was talking about, Donald.
So that might be my the answer to my question. Are they going to put
Darius
those backups
Williams
in?
Jones with a
And
tackle of
that's a new returner. That is Reed Newkirk
first and
out there.
10
He's
for
a
the
sophomore out there returning that, muffs the ball, and then gets tackled on the 28-yard line. And it looks like we are going to have the starting offense out there as well. Eli Marcos is back in at quarterback, and then Tyvon Byers back in at running back. Hands the ball out to Tyron Byers out the middle, and
Goodbye.
he is almost got tripped up, and he's gone at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and we got another touchdown by Tyron Byers. That is touchdown number 5 for him on the night. What a
Tyron
night that
Byers.
he's having.
What a night. What a run there from
Touchdown,
Byers.
Lions.
As he can now do, what's that? He used to do that. Booker T, where he put the hand, hold the 5 hands, hold the 5 fingers. And Tyvon Byers having himself a night. 5th touchdown night. And that was explosive. As any take a look at this on the big game coverage. Goes up the middle.
Untouched.
Good block.
I mean, that's the first touch right there, way down the field, into the secondary. I mean, he's got some electric speed on him.
And you mentioned that last year rushed for 2,346 rushing yards, 37 touchdowns. And so far, he's at
The
8
kick
touchdowns
is
on the year.
good.
Eight touchdowns on the season already.
2 games.
2 games.
Ha.
Man.
He's on track for a 40 touchdown year again,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Lions scoring drive.
So when I was talking to the
77 yards,
coaches
touchdown
during
run by
halftime,
Byers.
I was asking if he had any offers or anything like that. And they're like, I know he hasn't committed or anything. And I was like, you know, does he have any offers? They're like, we don't even know if he has an offer.
That's going to change.
I was like,
That's going to change.
oh my, it's got to change for a running back. Come out here putting up the numbers that he has been.
Yeah.
You know, his sophomore, as a sophomore, putting up those numbers he did last year. I haven't seen sophomores be able to do that in a very long time.
37
James
touchdowns,
Caldwell back for
2,300 yards as a
Knights.
sophomore. Here he is as a junior, already 8 touchdowns on the year, 2 games in. He is definitely one of the more electric players here in the state of Texas, and it's only a matter of time before you start seeing schools starting to swarm in to see if they get their, you know, eyes on Tyvon Byers. The team captain also is a junior.
I mean, he's definitely going to break the 100 mark for his career in total touchdowns. I mean, coming in to this season, he had 42 touchdowns on his career, so that means he had 5 touchdowns as a freshman.
That is special. That's rare. That's rare.
And so coming in to this season with 42, he's at 50 touchdowns. He's at the halfway mark.
And that's not to count his receiving touchdowns. He also has 3 receiving touchdowns last year as well. So he is a special talent here at Lake Creek, full of talent on the roster.
Got another pooch kick at the 32.
He can make something happen here.
Uh-oh.
Runs into his own guys.
He's not giving up.
Elon Conley.
That is
with the
Elon
return.
Conley, a running back, catches that at the 32-yard line, returns it back to the 40, looks like the 45.
Lady Scott Davis Lee.
Their own 45.
In on the tackle. First and 10, Knights.
Gain of 13 yards. I'm sorry, that's going to be on the 46. So, gain of 14 yards on that.
Here we are, first and 10 at the 46. 2 wide receivers each side. And at quarterback is Michael Holmes. And he's going to swing this out to the left side. That is caught by
That's
Elon Conley.
Holmes pass complete to Conley.
His shoe came off right there. He's trying to fix it before the next play.
McCoy
Hey,
Cut
hold
on
on,
the
Coach.
tackle.
Let me get the shoe back on.
Looks like Elsick is going in the hurry up. Trying to save some of that time.
Getting the play in from the sideline. Same formation here.
Screen pass. Gets that first down.
Holmes pass complete to Conley.
Ball is now on the Lake Creek 43-yard line.
And you was talking about it. Donald has a player down on the field here for Lake Creek. And we're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Dasman Law Firm.
It looks like that was Tyron Pierre that's getting help off the field. Looks like he either twisted his knee or his ankle or something. He's having a hard time putting any pressure on that left leg.
Yeah, we just wish the best for Pierre and hope he makes a full recovery. Part of the game is injuries, and you just wish the kid a speedy recovery so he can get back on the field and do what he loves to do.
So Elkins got a first down. Now they're on the other side of the 50. They're making
Resume play
progress.
with a first down for the Knights.
Yeah, it's nice to get a first down here. Sending the backups in now for Lake
Oh,
Creek.
just behind them. That could have been picked off right there.
Holmes pass intended
Closer
for
interception.
Caldwell goes incomplete. Wyatt Davis on coverage.
going to make it a 2nd and 10 here. Spread formation. Running back here at the bottom of your screen. They're going to look to the left. Quick bubble screen. Too high. Incomplete pass. And 3rd down coming up.
Looks like Elkins is just trying to get those quick 3-step drop backs. Lake Creek is putting pressure on Elkins.
Yeah.
So, you know, having the quarterback already in the gun, doing a little quick step, saves a lot of time. Just get the ball out fast.
Yeah.
Get the ball out fast. Get the ball out fast.
Exactly what the Knights trying to do, trying to help their offensive line out, who's getting a lot of pressure giving up here. And they're going to hand this one off for a quick zone, but broken tackle there, stays on his feet, and he is just taken down in the backfield. That is Leighton Scott, the senior, making a play.
Caught in the backfield.
Looks like it's a loss of 9 on
Spread out
that.
by Leighton Scott. On the
So now
tackle.
it's 4th and very long. Now they're
Be
on the wrong
fourth
side of.
down
Let's take a look at
for the
this.
Knights.
I don't agree with this call by Elkins. It's 3rd and long. I would not have ran it.
Yeah, they're trying to find something positive, something they can like lean on to get themselves going here in the game. Here's a punt, low line drive, and back to here's the Arkansas commit. Palms the ball. Yeah,
Out of bounds at the 39-yard
Sam
line.
Lee with the 25-yard return.
When he returns the ball here, Donald, I never see
Brought down
somebody
by
do it.
the
He
punter,
palms the
Villarreal.
top of the football when he first gathers it, and he must have like really big hands, probably from his baseball background, the way he holds the football, and then he just notice it here. Wait till he gets the football. Like he palms it, and then he finally cradles it away.
Yeah. Whew, that's too scary, man. That's too scary. One hit, that ball is coming out.
Here we are, 1st and 10. They're going to run this up the middle, and that's going to be for a gain of 3.
And it looks like we do have some backups in.
Elijah now
Looks like
doing
now we have
the lead with
Elijah
the carry.
Nazirudin coming in at running back, but Eli Marcos is still out there at quarterback. Sam Lee is not in the ball game. They do have another big-time receiver, Brock Miller, in the slot.
Here's Narudin up the middle, and that center guard combo is just eating up front, and that springs Nazrudin forward
Elijah Nazardine.
for a big game.
Cameron Renfro.
Now, Nazrudin only had 473 yards rushing last season. He is a senior now, had 5 touchdowns.
They're going to hand this one. No, they're going to run an RPO. Man, I know that linebacker. He's going through it because I was confused on that play as well.
Yeah, that pass was dumped off to Peyton Tremwell, or Tremill. Lake Creek is starting to drive the ball. They are driving.
And this offense, they've been humming all night. I mean,
they are scary good. I think this
have they punted?
No. I don't think they. I think they've scored on every drive. Here's a deep ball.
He's going to go up top, throwing a
Oh,
dot, but
what
just going to come down with
good coverage by the corner. Looks like that was. Let's see, number 7, Kamari Lewis.
Marcus Chiota.
Yeah, Kamari Lewis
breaks
blanket
up the
coverage.
pass.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
Cade
Marcus
Urey.
Chiota, number 9. That was great coverage. Great coverage.
Knocked it out the last second.
Yeah, otherwise that would have been a touchdown. That was Cade Urey.
Here's Lake Creek, 11 personnel on the field.
Got a 3rd and 6, running the ball right up the middle. Only gains a
Elijah
couple yards.
Nazardine.
It's going to be 4th down here
the middle.
for the Lions.
It's going to be 4th and 4. This is their second 4th down of the ball game. Because on their first
Kelvin
one,
Witherspoon on that tackle.
they didn't punt it.
No,
they went for it
they
because
went for
it was 4th and short.
And they're going to keep that same philosophy here, go for it. Still 11 personnel, 2 wide receivers up top.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to keep it. Oh, too high, and the first
Pass
time
intended
that
for
the
Peyton
Lions didn't
Trummel.
convert, possession to points here
Yeah.
tonight.
That's a big stop
Ray
for
Lewis on
Elkins,
the coverage.
but I don't agree with that decision.
Yeah.
Like, you're up by a lot. Why are you going for it on 4th down?
You know,
Why?
I'm with you, Donald. I would like to see it. I know that's pretty far, but maybe because so far I've seen a pretty strong leg from Alex Abbott, and who knows, come later on in the season, come state in the playoffs, you want to know how much range he has. This could be in a perfect time. Just trot him out there.
Yeah.
Let me see if you can make this. Just let me see. But here we are, 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Now the question is, are they doing that because he doesn't have range?
Yeah.
Or because where the ball is at? I mean, even if the ball is on the other side of the 50, ooh, what a great hit. Even if you're on
Brandon Renfro with the carry
Elkins side of the
brought down
50-yard
by
line,
McCoy
right?
Cudd.
And you get stopped, and just go back and punt it.
Yeah.
Have the punter, instead of having the ball, waist level, come up about head height, because that's going to force you to get your leg up higher, which is going to have the ball up higher, and you're going to do a coffin corner pooch kick.
That's right. Put him in tough field position. As Elkins, they're going to have pretty good field position to start this drive off and start off on a positive game. But I tell you what,
man, what a stick
these
Pass
Lions
complete
by
to
number
Caldwell.
20. Is that 27 or 22? That is number 27. Wow, what a hit.
Brought down by
Let's
this
take a
McCoy
look at
Cudd.
this. Got a bubble right there. Boom.
that is technique at its best.
I know Jordan Caldwell is going to feel that.
He's probably going to have a couple words for his quarterback as well.
Who's number 27?
Colt McCoy. I
Colt
want to say
McCoy.
Colt, it kind of sounds like Colt McCoy.
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing.
Oh,
deep
he got
pass.
him.
Oh, he got a hand on that one. He got lucky.
Holmes' pass
If-
intended
if
for
the quarterback-
Conley falls incomplete.
Who is that, number 3? If Michael Holmes would have guided his receiver,
That's a touchdown.
that would have been a touch. Let's take a look at this.
And
Here's
brings
Michael Holmes at
fourth
quarterback.
Down for the Knights.
Tosses that ball up.
Villarreal
Man,
into punt
He had about 3-4
Elon
yards.
Conley was
Same
wide. Oh,
lead
if
back.
he would have guided
for the
Elon,
Lions.
towards the middle, towards the middle of the field on that post route, he would have been gone. That would have been 6 points, easy. What a-
This is a nice punt here up into the lights. Sam Lee's going to let this take a bounce and stay away from this one.
Looks like that's going to be downed on the 26-yard line.
Villarreal,
So Lake Creek is going to get the
35-yard punt
ball
roll.
on their own
Dead
26-yard
at the
line.
25,
Let's
first
see
and
if
10
Elkins
Lions.
can get another stop.
Yeah, definitely like to see this defense try to get another stop here. And so far tonight, Donald, it's been this Lake Creek offense doing a great job. And looks like they're going to
Oh, looks like we're going to have a new quarterback
Yeah.
now. Who is that? That is Luke Logman.
Luke Loman, the junior, coming in at quarterback. He's going to get some reps here. These are key reps here in some big-time
Oh, yeah.
Thursday night football. As a strong run, he is brought down right at the 31-yard line for a minimum gain.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, these are key reps because,
Brought down by David.
like, the point that I was trying to make earlier, right? When you're up big, get your guys in. Get the backups in. Because now, say, like, you got a guy that gets hurt.
That's right.
And he's done.
That's right.
You need somebody to step up.
This is the experience.
This is where you get those players some reps in.
And he
Oh, we
fumbles
got
the
a
ball.
fumble.
Fumble on the field.
Oh.
And
It looks like Elkins recovered that fumble. What a stop.
Elkins recovers
That
the
is the
fumble.
stop that Elkins has been looking
Yeah,
for
that's what they
all
needed.
day. That ball was recovered by
Kelvin
Khalid Muhammad.
Brotherson.
here he
What
is
what
right
a
here.
stop.
First
He
and
is
10 Knights.
excited.
Try
And
to,
I don't blame him. Get
Yeah.
excited, young man. Get excited.
try to get outside the pocket. He just lost the ball there. And Elkins, great field position, great opportunity.
This is the best field position they've had all day.
Right here at the 25-yard line.
On Lake Creek's 25-yard line, like you said, running that ball right up the middle, gets stuffed. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 4s.
Brandon Renfro up the middle.
A gain of 4 there for
Brought down by Cooper Hunt.
2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Still 57-0, all Lions thus far in the ball game.
Now, if you're Elkins, this is the time that what you want to do, just try to grind. You know, show the heart. Try to, work out some kinks and work on new plays or whatnot. Get other people some reps.
That's right. By Michael
You got to find out what's working best for you right here. As that is a nice pickup now. It's going to make it a 3rd and short for Elkins.
I would really like to see Elkins go down and score on this drive. Yeah, they're going to run that ball right out the side.
He's going to bounce this outside, try to cut up, and he's able to.
Yeah, it looks like he got that. Yeah, he got that first down.
And that's going to be a nice first down there by Renfro.
That was a very good bounce because his assignment was up the middle.
Right.
Saw that middle was closed, so he bounced it off to the right. Was able to pick up that first down. Ball's now on the 16 or 14-yard line.
And now you can see for Elkins, the crowd starting to get a little bit more into the ball game here. As he is brought down right around the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 11.
Elkins is starting to be able to move the ball now.
Chase Hersey with the tackle.
Ball's now on the 11-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7 right now. About to here in the last few seconds of the third quarter.
Going to hand it back off.
What? Man, did you see that stop?
Yeah, he
put the brakes on. He went.
He's able to make the first guy move, throw a little stiff
Throw
arm,
up the middle
and truck ahead for a minimal gain.
Brantley Robbins.
And it's going to be a 3rd and 4.
Let's take a look at this. Look at the brakes that he put on. What a move. And they're just going to allow this to go into the fourth quarter.
And that would do it. After 3, Lake Creek 57 to Elkins 0. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage brought to you by Desperate Law Firm. Threatening here to into the end zone.
Looks like we got a penalty in the first play.
Flag on the play.
See what this call is. And it's a very long discussion. That does not look good because number 74 of Elkins threw his hands up.
Yeah.
And just walked backwards. That O-line's not looking happy right now.
They're like, trying to see what the officials they're taking their time and talking this one through here, Donald.
Wonder if it might be a holding call on Elkins.
Mm.
Because 74 is just going back and forth, throwing his arms up.
Yeah, you can tell by the body language. He's pretty upset about it.
And this is a very long discussion.
As we're going to get a quick replay and see what this is the turnover here that set up Elkins here at the goal line.
That's a great play, Elkins. They really needed that play.
As we take a look at this, here's early on in the drive. And that is the incomplete pass. Just couldn't connect there on a previous drive. See what the official's going to make the call here. And again, we'd like to thank you, all of you who are joining us on tonight's broadcast here on KPRC Big Game Coverage. Be sure to download the app for continuous coverage of high school sports. And again, this coverage is brought to you by Dasper Law Firm, where they take care of the injured. It has been a beautiful night here in Missouri City, Texas, over at Hall Stadium.
You know one good thing about our view?
The ruling on the field was a fumble. However, there was an inadvertent whistle. It'll be third down.
Oh, they were trying to say that was a fumble.
Okay. An inadvertent whistle after a fumble. Wow. So, Elkins, they dodged one there.
Oh, they really dodged a bullet.
And they're going to put them in a third and fourth situation here. They're going to quickly snap this one. Look to pass, goes up top. Fight for it.
There's that call that they needed. Pass interference on the defense.
Pass is intended for Caldwell. Is flag on the play.
That'll be a DPI on number 27 right here, that corner route. Look at him coming up in the corner.
They got there way too early.
Yep, got there way too early. Started grabbing some jersey and climbs on his back. Now you got first and goal for Elkins on the 2-yard line.
And this is what you need here for Elkins to try to punch this in. You want to, have some type of momentum going into next week.
Momentum is key. Just like in every sport, got to have that momentum. Speaking of momentum, the Astros have a good momentum going right now. Ooh.
They've been looking
Just
good.
swept Boston. Oh, man. Tied for first place. The Rangers are starting to drop now.
I like them when we beat Boston. There's just something about it. There's no better feeling.
I just like it when the Astros win, especially against the Rangers or the Yankees. Oh, speaking of the Yankees, this is the first time in I was saying this is like the first time in 60, 70 years that the Yankees will not make the playoffs and has a losing record.
Wow. It's good. It's the first time in a long time, and we're going to take a quick break. You'll watch at KPRC here. Big. Welcome back here to KPRC Big Game Coverage. Elkins threatening here in the red zone with an opportunity to put some points on the board. As next week they're going to face off against Fort Bend Clements. Going to hand this one off, and he able to get it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Elkins.
Elkins. big time score there for the
Brandon
Knights.
Renfro around the right
And that's going to be
side.
Renfro on the right side, finishing strong.
And that's the answer that they needed
Yeah.
right there. They needed that touchdown.
Most importantly for their confidence.
Oh, yeah.
You got Clements coming up next week, big time. Fort Bend's Clements. And you just want to get something going as you see him here on a quick outside zone, untouched,
You know,
touchdown.
I'm not going to lie. I like it when I see Fort Bend Clements lose.
Matthew White,
As an extra point,
extra point attempt is blocked.
blocked.
So, fun fact.
Uh-huh.
Fort Bend Clements, right?
Yeah.
What active NFL quarterback play for Fort Bend Clements?
Derek Carr, New Orleans Saints.
The nice scoring drive.
What? I'm off?
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to lie. He's very
8
cocky and
plays,
arrogant.
75 yards.
Yes. We played against them. And
Touchdown
man,
by
we
run.
did not like him.
Brandon Renfro,
Donald's doing the
3
best he
yards.
can to keep it broadcast friendly.
Extra point was blocked.
At that moment, Derek Carr was not. He was the enemy of Katie at that moment. You know, but shout out to Derek Carr. He went on to have a good career at Fresno State and did very well for the Oakland, then Las Vegas Raiders, and now has a new.
Oh, he carried the
Yeah,
Raiders.
he carried that
carried
franchise.
that team. He was able to turn around that Raiders offense.
And all the different coordinators and different coaches he had to deal with, and now he has another opportunity with Dennis Allen and the New Orleans Saints, and I'm looking forward. They can possibly win that division, and
They're going to be a strong contender. I honestly think the Saints are going to go far
yeah.
with Derek Carr behind center.
And I know this is kind of a different pick, but just keep an eye out for Atlanta. A lot of weapons.
Yes.
A lot of weapons.
But-
three first-round picks on the offensive side of football.
You know, Robinson is a third-string running back.
What?
Yeah.
How?
And I see everybody, all my fantasy leagues and stuff like that, picking him
Myers
first.
and
I'm like,
Nazarene.
bro, he's not starting. He's a third string.
You got guys like Cordell Patterson and
Fair catch called.
dangerous.
That's a
back.
dual threat, too.
by
Yeah,
Stan Lee.
the Falcons
First and 10
had a very
Lions.
good offseason. Quietly could be a team in the NFC. There's usually always a team that goes from last to first, and if there was a team to pick, I'd just be on the watch out for Atlanta. See if Desmond Ridder could get things going. But right now, Lake Creek backups trying to recover after that previous drive, the turnover by the quarterback. See if they could march down the field, take some time off the clock.
You know what Elkins is looking for right here? They're looking for another mistake by Lake Creek.
I don't know if that's going to happen. Eli Marco comes back on the field here for
Oh,
Lake Creek.
yeah. That's their guy right there.
He's going to hand this off and going up the middle and big hit.
That was a great hit by number 3, Michael
Elijah
Holmes.
Nazardine,
It looked like Michael Holmes.
carry brought
Yeah,
down
I think that was
by
number 9.
No, that was number 9. That was
Marquise
Marquise Chiata. Yeah, you're right.
Look at Marquise.
Hey, from up top, some of these numbers look the same, all right? My eyesight's not as good as it used to be. I'm getting old. I'm getting up there in age.
Here we are.
Oh.
Trips up.
Cheers. Yeah, another great stop. Drives them back.
Elijah Nazardine again with
Elijah-
carry. He's held up
Elijah trips himself up.
by David
Lost his
Enigogu.
foot in to start that one.
Oh, it looks like he might be cramping up. Yeah, his calf is starting to cramp up. He was sitting there doing that little toe grab,
Yeah.
trying to stretch out that calf.
Doing a toe grab. Somebody give him some pickle juice.
Oh, man. Oh,
They used to bring me back all the time.
I still drink pickle juice when I play.
Here we are, 3rd and 4. And they're going to run a quarterback keeper here for Marcos. He cuts up and stays on his feet. Drags the defender across the first down and making plays with his feet.
Marcus
doing it
with
with his
the
arm.
feet.
A true testament of a dual
Swung
threat
out of
quarterback.
bounds
There's
by Josiah Cleveland.
Marcus Eli.
Look for some offers coming his way.
Yeah.
He's a great quarterback. He's looking very sharp out there. Now, if Lake Creek could stay like this all year,
They're gonna be a problem.
and they're going to be a problem for a lot of teams.
Here we are, 1st and 10. They're gonna hand us no.
No, they're going to throw it. Oh!
He's a playmaker.
What
Nine is a playmaker.
What a stop by Marquise Kidda.
Marcus's pass intended for
He has had a good stretch here early on with the big pass breakup in the end zone, the big hit earlier, and he just nearly had an interception just there. Check this out.
He almost had that. Let's take a look at this. That was a dig route. Boom. You know he wanted that. And what a great stop. This Elkins defense is starting to show up here late in this game.
Yeah.
They're probably asking them, they're like, man, where was this in the beginning of the game?
Well,
Demetrius
yes, we
Wagner.
like know where this was at the beginning of the game, but at the same time, for Lake Creek, they have put some of their backups in the ball game. And, you know, it isn't the same offensive line, a couple of weapons on the outside, a little different. But, you know, I do like what I'm saying from the Elkins side of the football, playing hard right now.
They're definitely showing some heart and some fight.
It's going to drop back, and too high. But you see the potential here with Marcos as a junior here,
Miller.
looking like one of the better quarterbacks
Noah
in that
Jello
district.
on the coverage.
So we got another fourth. We got a 4th and long. It's 4th down and 11,
Bring
and
up 4th down.
they're
for the
not
Lions.
punting.
Yeah, they're not punting.
Another situation where they're just going to go for it. So that honestly makes me think that they don't have confidence in their punter.
Definitely have a struggle on the punter. As you see the instant replay, he just missed it high. And
Timeout.
they're going to have a
Timeout.
timeout here for
Lake
Lake
Creek.
Creek, and we're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. As we welcome you back here on KPRC Big Game Coverage, brought to you by Daspit Law Firm. As Lake Creek's going to set up the punt here.
It's going to be their first punt of the game. Shanked that one off the side of his foot, out of bounds. That was not a good punt.
Ooh.
I know Elkins is liking that.
Yeah, Elkins definitely liking
let's have it with
that. And
the
coming up
punt.
on the schedule here for Lake Creek, the
Knights
next game,
will
they have
take over
Waller.
1st and
who
10.
I remember when we used to play Waller, they're a physical football team. But after that, they played Bel Air, who Fort Bend Elkins beat 53-7. Lake Creek plays Bel Air after that. And then they have Randall, Montgomery. That's going to be a tough game.
Lamar consolidated.
And then Rudder. And, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Lake Creek has the opportunity to run the table going into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, last season they were 6-0 in district.
Yeah.
Holmes' pass complete to Elon Conley.
5A Division II. And currently right now, according to Max Preps, ranked number 61 in the state of Texas. That's going to change.
Yeah, they were 12-1 last year. Their only loss was in the regional playoffs. That was their only loss.
Yeah.
I mean, you're having a great season. You're undefeated. You win 12 games. You go into a regional. You're like, man, we're undefeated. We're going to state.
Yep.
Because not many teams that go undefeated get knocked out. A lot of them do go to state.
Yep.
But for them to go out like that, they're coming back. They're coming back with some blood. They're coming for blood.
Yeah, it definitely left a bad taste in their mouth. You can see the focus from this entire Lake Creek football team, especially on the defensive end. He is just met right there on that 3rd down run attempt. As these linebackers do a great job of filling the gap. And this is one of the better 5A teams. You know, in the state, definitely. And
Held up
we're going to
by
continue to follow them
Benji
throughout
Perez.
the year and see how far they
Fourth
go
down,
inside
right?
the state playoffs. I wouldn't be shocked if come November or December, we're still hearing about Lake Creek late in the year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one's yours.
And it's going to be a 4th down here.
Let's take a look at Lake Creek.
And over in kick. And Sam Lee's going to let this
Delivery out
take
front.
a roll. He's going to
Goes
jump at
down
it, but he's
to
not
the
going to touch it. That's going to be
14. There
down
is
and
a
out
flag
at
on
the
play.
14-yard line. That's where Lake Creek will take over. And on this Lake Creek Ball Club, you have a lot of guys that do multitude of things. You have Blake Hayward, the safety, also varsity track.
Against Elkins. 15-yard penalty.
Ed Elijah Nazaruddin, he also runs track. Wyatt Davis, he's a varsity baseball player. And these guys are, dual sport athletes. As we was talking about earlier,
Sam Lee already committed to Arkansas.
He's committed to Arkansas.
Now, Lake Creek is ranked 61st in the state. And Lake Creek is also the number 6 team in 5A Division II.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is a hard run up the middle, gaining ground, picking up close to a first down. They're going to mark him just short of the sticks. That's going to be number 8,
He's tripped up.
Khaled Muhammad. See on the replay. Again, this center guard combo has been very dominant from. Look at the pulling guard. They're able to get a hat on the hat and spring forward to run it back.
Tackle.
Here we are, 1st and 10. They're going to run it right back up. He is running over his he's running over his lineman trying to pick up the first down.
Now you were just showing me something about Tyvon
Faking trouble
Byers.
again with the carry. He's stopped
When I was
by
talking to the coach
Devin
earlier, they
Alta.
said that they didn't know if he had any offers or anything like that, and looks like he does have an offer from SMU.
Coming
Hey, I
in
mean,
on the right side.
Also, Montgomery County Offensive Player of the Year, 2002 5A All-State
Muhammad,
Offensive Player of the
bottom of that
Year,
pile.
2002 Waterburger Super Team Finalist, 2022 Dave Campbell's Mr. Texas Football Finalist. That's a big award right there. Unanimous District MVP last year. Let's see, October 3rd,
Faking trouble with the first
2022.
down
Music
yardage.
Chronicles Boys Athletes
Faced out of
of the
bounds
Week.
by Noah
He
Jello.
holds a lot of honors and stuff like that. So
As
you know,
a sophomore.
yeah, and that was as a sophomore, and now he's a junior. Imagine what he's going to do this year, but imagine he's going to do next year. That's going to be scary. Watch out, defense. He is coming.
I was going to check out this run here by Lake Creek. He's going to hand this one off, gets up to the right side, stiff
What a
arms the
stiff
guy, and able to go out of bounds to pick up another first down there for Lake Creek. And we were talking about it earlier for Byers. I wouldn't be shocked if, schools like, I know he holds an offer from SMU, but that's a sophomore. You're going to start to see more of the bigger name schools, A&M's, the Texas. I just wouldn't be shocked if we start seeing schools like that starting to come his way.
A&M, Bama, LSU. Those 3 schools
Ohio
right
State.
there. And Ohio State, Penn State, Wisconsin, USC,
Yeah.
Oregon. Those schools, they love to
I would
run the
love to see
ball.
him in that Oregon
Oh my God.
Oh, he's at Jim. What's his name? Chip Kelly's at UCLA right now, right?
Chip Kelly? Yeah, I believe so. He's at UCLA.
Yeah, I would love to see him in that type of offense.
Man, I love seeing that green and yellow.
Oh man.
Oh man, I love me some Oregon.
Back when they had DeAnthony Thomas,
Trouble
the
with
Michael
carry.
James,
Tripped up by
that
Jaden Reed.
Oregon team.
And that Oregon team they've been stacked for a while. They're very fast, and it's nice to be fast, but at the same time, it can hurt your offense or defense, especially your defense.
Yeah.
Because if you're too fast, you tend to over pursue. Ooh, what a hit. What a hit by number 35 for Elkins. That is Rico LeBlue. Put a hit on the running back. Let's take a look at this. Peyton Trimble just got hit hard. Boom. Great hit. Lower your shoulders. Looks like Lake Creek is just going to run this clock.
Yep.
Trouble again. Carry.
But let's talk about Elkins in the second half,
Up
okay?
by Justin Ramos.
Going into the halftime, you're down 50-0.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at what they've done. They've improved. Okay. You've gone down and scored. Okay, so you lessened that deficit as well. But they've only given up 7 points in this half.
They've only lost this half 7-6. They have, like you said, Donald, major improvement here in the second half, as this team now has something to build upon heading into week 3 here in Texas high school football.
You know, here in Texas, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, it's just high school football.
Oh, no.
But a lot of people don't understand football is a religion here in Texas.
It is.
Especially high school. Like, there are towns that shut down, that shut down everything because their team is playing. I look at teams like Odessa, Midland, Katy, like those type of schools, like in your smaller, like you know, 3A, 4A, 2A. I mean, oh my, Belleville, Sealy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, Sealy, they got some talent out there.
Oh yeah, that's where Ricky Seals Jones played.
Yep.
My cousin played with him, actually.
Wow.
Eric Dickerson was a running back at Sealy, and those are two big names.
Donald bringing the history here tonight. I hear you. I see.
Ricky Seals Jones was so Ricky Seals Jones was a receiver at Sealy. Then he converted to tight end at Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, that's right.
Very important.
That's right.
With your help,
and that's going to do it as Lake Creek's going to win this one 57-6 over Fort Bend Elkins. It's been a great broadcast. And Donald, what a night here.
Oh, this was.
Please help show your support of these fine
this was a one-sided game, but in the second half, you know, Lake Creek still had some of their starters in the game.
Right.
Elkins did not lay down at all. They put the dogfight in them in the second half. If they would have played like that in the first half, this would be a completely different ball game.
Definitely a completely different ball game. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'm Jen Trey Williams, Donna Burrow. You've been watching KPRC Big Game coverage brought to you by Dasper Law Firm. We're signing off. Peace and love, everyone. Have a great night.